So now you can see, guys, why I was shouting on top of my lungs. Wait until the price gets a final confirmation from these indicators here to the downside before looking for any long opportunities, because we found out that in the past price action, only when these indicators here to the downside, RSI started jumping above 50, MACD formed a bullish MACD cross and also jumped above 50, T3CCI indicator in a positive territory. Only after that we saw the price of Bitcoin starting this relief rally. Here again, RSI jumped above 50, MACD formed a bullish MACD cross, also jumped above 50, T3CCI indicator in a positive territory. After that we had this very nice impulsive movement. In our case, even though the price of Bitcoin yesterday was showing this bullishness, but I made it very clear, we definitely need a confirmation from these indicators before looking for any long opportunity. We need the RSI above 50, we need this MACD to form a bullish MACD cross and also appear above 50, and this T3CCI indicator in a positive territory. When we see that happening, then we know the price of Bitcoin could be forming this actual bullish continuation like this. But we definitely need to be careful, because in the past price action, even though the price of Bitcoin showed some bullishness here, what happened? We got rejected on this Williams alligator indicator and slowly continued downtrend. Why? Because the indicators here were not confirming this bullish movement, and now a very similar scenario could be unfolding. I mean, unless we see this RSI line, MACD and T3CCI confirming it, this kind of relief rally should not be considered bullish. Bullish only when we get final confirmation from these indicators. And after the yesterday's shakeout, we have also invalidated this Elliott wave theory. We have invalidated this bullish scenario descending broadening wedge, and now we are going to look at this formation using broadening top, because broadening top or ascending broadening wedge, we got rejected exactly at this lower trend line. So now if the price wants to continue this uptrend, we need to overcome this key line of resistance before looking for any long opportunities. So that's why we need the price of Bitcoin to find support above 27,200, 27,400 to slowly form this bullishness, and also to slowly make this indicator here turn bullish. And now let me show you why this lower trend line right now is so important line of resistance, which we have to break if we want to continue this uptrend, if we want to see this indicator slowly turning bullish. For that, we need the price of Bitcoin to break out from this horizontal trend line. Yes, guys, this horizontal trend line between 27,200, 27,400 needs to be flipped into proper support, because you can see here the price of Bitcoin right now. If we monitor the price movement using this formation, which is known as ascending triangle, then you can see the upper line resistance and lower line support must be changed. I mean, the lower line has always resulted in some relief rally. This is exactly where we came yesterday, and now we are slowly showing some impulsive movement in a 4-hour time frame. So please be careful. Yes, in the past price action, after finding support at this lower trend line, has resulted in some bullish movement where the price got attracted towards the upper trend line from this ascending triangle. Wait until we find proper support above it, because what could be happening is another continuation here to the upside, right? Price forming this bullish continuation formation, but at the end slowly getting attracted towards this lower trend line area, because unless we get a proper confirmation from the indicator, we are going to remain careful because the price has failed to find proper support above this neckline area as well. Because yesterday when the price of Bitcoin was showing this bullishness, we were actually hovering above this neckline from the head and shoulder, but unfortunately we had a shakeout and now we are back below this neckline area. So in the medium short term, if we remain below this neckline, then just like with this previous example, we need to be careful, because that could result in another bearish continuation. And according to this head and shoulder, according to this lower rising trend line, we could be getting attracted towards this area here to the downside around 25,000, right, before deciding the trend duration. And it's not just only because of this head and shoulder or the example which I showed you. Even according to this Fibonacci retracement line, we have to be careful because in the past price action we got attracted towards the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line before starting this impulsiveness, attracted towards the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line before starting this impulsiveness. So if we do see another continuation also between 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, then that would bring the price of Bitcoin around 25,000 before showing another impulsiveness like this. But if you look at this indicator a bit carefully, you can see slowly, right, slowly we might be changing the duration. I mean, RSI could be slowly getting attracted towards this oversold area, and then we are expecting some reversal. Until then, MACD might also slowly start forming a bullish crossover and T3CCI indicator slowly in a positive territory. So that's why even if we do see any sort of a shakeout, if we remain above 25,000, I am not going to be worried that much, because if we look at this price structure here, right, if you look at this price structure, let me show you this in a new chart. I mean, if you look at this formation in a weekly time frame, you can see in the past price action, when we had a relief rally or a formation where we were following this rising trend line, everything looked normal, right? Price looked bullish because we were finding support at this rising trend line. But once we lost support from this rising trend line, we started showing a continuation, or price started reversing. Now, if we look in our case, this is exactly what is being flashed. Now, if we look at the price structure, we are slowly breaking out from this rising trend line, because in the past price action, breaking the support from this rising trend line led to a bigger price retracement, and this is exactly what we want to avoid. But what you can also do here, you can simply take a resistance line here to the upside. If I would pull this to the downside and make you look at this formation as a descending channel, then you can see, guys, the upper line resistance is important. This is exactly what happened here in our case as well. So now you can see if this exact scenario, just like even the past price action, is going to play out, then the price of Bitcoin could be preparing itself for another bearish continuation here like this. And in that case, even the 25,000 support won't be holding the price. But for now, since we are above 25,000, let's not be that bearish. But please wait for a proper confirmation from this indicator, for example MACD, RSI, T2CCI, before looking for any long opportunities. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.